Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 19 of RimWorld. It's been 2.5 months since we've been here. Stuff happened, World of Warcraft happened, other things happened. We've had a week of Pokemon behind us. We will have a week of RimWorld ahead of us. I have not been lazy, though. I have not been lazy. RimWorld Odyssey has been released. I have not updated to Odyssey yet. In fact, we haven't updated the game at all. Version, etc. is always the same because I don't really need to update right now because there might be a problem with updating mods. I don't know how RimWorld handles it. However, I have found 30 new mods that I want to install into RimWorld, but we haven't done that so far. In fact, if I install all of these mods, we could pretty much talk about a total conversion of the game, and a lot of stuff gets added in that we basically are not prepared for. So for now, we don't have any mod updates. However, I might sneak in another mod here and there in the next few episodes. And I would say, no idea where we left off. Let's head into my RimWorld. Today is the 25th of August, and we have left at the 4th of June. So we have been out almost 2.5 months. Let's return to the Fat Hobbits. We have one new mod installed, a dynamic trade interface. Let's see if it works. It should improve the trading experience in this game quite a lot. I've seen it in a couple of RimWorld video creators, and I thought it was quite interesting. Let's make a overview. We have 1, 2, so we need more bedrooms. Currently, we are not being attacked. This is rotting. Yup, this is rotting. Let's have this rotting. Okay, we might need more food. Correct, because our food storage is super great. So food-wise, we're looking pretty okay. Yeah, food-wise, we're looking pretty okay. We're getting Devil Strand. We need a place for the reactor. Now, we need a place for the reactor. I would like to maybe get the reactor here. Make a walkthrough from here. Get the reactor over here and pinch this off. For the reactor. It would look nicer if the reactor was inside here, really. Technically, we have enough space for that. Because we just need to build a reactor. We don't need to build a spaceship, so it doesn't need to look functional. So we have enough space here. However, that would maybe mean that moving the animals might be a good idea. But where? We could expand into the mountain. We could do that. But that would mean rebuilding most of this stuff, which I'm not really happy to do. We need more bedrooms, so we wanted to expand down here for more bedrooms, right? We want to build an ideology room and we want to build a bedroom. We have an ideology room really here, right? That's our ideology room. Right, we wanted to build a throne room because we want to get into our aristocracy. Right, we want to get into getting one person higher rank. Right, who was this person? Who was the person that we wanted to give a higher rank to? Huh. No idea. We'll see. We'll see. So, for now, let's keep on building things. What are we building here? A ground penetration scanner. Okay, so we're building this here for gathering materials like steel, correct? We do have a lot of steel currently, but not for long, I fear. So, this is not really built. We need more defenses, right? We need more defenses. Do we have someone away currently? No, we currently do not have someone away. So the first thing we need to look into, the prison is honestly fine. It's not great. The prison is fine. We should look into more bedrooms. Right, that's why we are currently upgrading the defense here, right? We're upgrading this defense here to build more bedrooms so we can expand this entire thing, correct? Yes. So Sauron and Eowyn are doing 11. They're doing 11. Please don't try for children no more. You have enough. Okay, so this is quite okay. The beauty is neutral here, so this room really doesn't have much beauty. This room really doesn't have much beauty. So let's build some sculptures. Let's build some sculptures. Let's make a little bit out of the Shire, shall we? Out of gold. Let's make out of the Shire. Do we need out of the Shire? We have out of the Shire here. So what's the beauty? It is the beauty of 100. Is that correct? It's a beauty of 100. Beauty of a 200 of 100. Of 100. Okay. So we have a little bit of space here. We have lots of space here. So we have how much gold? We have 200 gold. We don't really have jade or anything like that. We have jade here on screen. So let's mine this jade. Let's mine this jade. Let's get a few sculptures going. Let's get a few sculptures going. We're gonna make a grand sculpture. Needs 400. Okay, so you're gonna do a grand sculpture out of gold. We're gonna do a grand sculpture out of gold. And my worker, Galadriel, will do it. She's the only one who will do that stuff. Then we want to have a large sculpture, 2 of those. Only Galadriel will do this. And we want this to be out of jade. We want this to be out of jade. And we want to add 2 more sculptures. And we want to make this out of marble. We want to make this out of marble. And of course Galadriel is the only one who will do such things. Okay. Food is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Rosie and Shelob really need their stuff. So let's look into the assignments. Work. Who does what? For mining, we have Rosie, Shelob, and Gimli. All of them are doing decently well. So they currently don't have a mining job though, because we're currently building. We're currently building up. Right. We're currently building up. So, let's see. Gimli is manufacturing stuff though. Shelob as well, sure. Legendary work. Wolfskin leggings. Okay, we are getting more gear and stuff. Do we have festivals coming up? No, we have been in the middle of festivals. How does our religion look? We are 15 of 18. Okay, we're 15 of 18. Okay, so I currently really don't know what we need to do. Persona core, right. We need the persona core. We need the persona core. It has 5 enemies. So since this persona core has 5 enemies, let's get fighting. Let's take a short little walk over there. Send the caravan to there. Okay, so fighting. Who will fight what? Let's get Gimli. Let's get we need to look at our gear though. Gimli is a fighter, right? Currently he has only the rock drill. Currently Gimli is not wearing weapons. Why? Why is Gimli not wearing any weapon currently? Interesting. Why is Gimli not wearing any weapon currently? Okay, it doesn't matter. We have Balrog. Oh no, I'm an idiot. No, he's actually not wearing any weapons. So we have Balrog. We have Balrog and we have Arwen. Okay, we have Balrog and we have Arwen. So Balrog and Arwen are going to go on this. Then let's see. Pippin has a weapon. Gollum, Samwise. So Samwise, Faramir, correct. Samwise and Faramir will go. Samwise and Faramir. Okay, Samwise, Faramir, Balrog, Arwen. Galadriel, who was your mate? Faramir was your mate. So Faramir might need to stay, but we got Legolas. We got Legolas. So Legolas, Samwise, Gollum, and Pippin. Okay. Legolas, Samwise, Gollum, and Pippin. So Samwise here, Legolas. We need Legolas. We need Gollum. And we need who is he? Pippin, there he is, Pippin. Then we want Gimli. No, we do not want Gimli. We want Balrog. And we want to have Shelob. Let's see. Yes, we want to have Shelob. Let's see. Let's get another shooter into the group. Let's get Gilrain. And let's see. I think we're pretty good. That's 7 people. That's 7 people. We are fighting 6. So instead of lavish meals, you guys are taking a few of these survival meals. I know you guys need your psychoid drinks. So I know you guys need your psychoid drinks. Psychoid tea. Let's take psychoid tea. Your medicine, right? We need some medicine. We need some bedrolls. That's correct. Can we get some fighting animals with it? Let's get Ram and Ram. Do we want to have some fighters? Let's see. No, let's leave the fighters at home. Right. Should be pretty good. Let's get some kibble. Let's get some kibble as well for our animals. And let's send these guys to fight. Let's send these guys to fight. Oh, there's the uranium sword from Gimli. Why haven't you, I don't know, picked up your stuff? Equip it, please. Equip Red Drill as a sidearm. Thank you. So now he has his sword back. Now he is back on this. Yeah, right. So let's do this. Because we need that persona core. We need that persona core to make our ship. Right. Make large sculpture. Our bill is complete. Then we have a good sculpture. Which is... which material? What material? It is marble blocks. Okay. So you have done the marble blocks first. Okay, so you have done the marble blocks first. So let's do 2 more sculptures. Golem is on his way. Wonderful. Everything here looks totally fine. Freezer looks totally fine. I want to get the freezer a little bit colder. I want to get the freezer a little bit colder to -10 degrees. Because I fear like this freezer is a little overwhelmed currently. It feels like this freezer is a little overwhelmed currently. Yes, I feel like this freezer is a little overwhelmed currently. Okay, we have new quest available. Homeless nomads. Let's wait for the hopeless nomads. Why is it... Yeah, the freezer is a little overwhelmed. In fact, we have reached 0 degrees. In fact, we have reached 0 degrees. In fact, we have reached 0 degrees. Which means I need to mine this. I need to mine this, and I need to mine... Let's see, no, let's not mine this. Let's cancel this. Let's mine this and this. The freezer needs to be updated because the heat wave is actually making my stuff be frozen and unfrozen. Okay. Quest, the Arcanexus is available. You have reached the wealth requirement for the Arcanexus. We are not doing the Arcanexus this time around. It would be fun, but no. Gimli is doing work, that's great. Can you please prioritize this immediately? That would be nice. Now for purposes, let's immediately do this because this will immediately heat up. So let's get a freezer going. Temperature. Let's get a cooler installed here, or rather, let's get a wall installed. Right, let's get a wall installed. Structure, wall, what do we have in access? What do we have in access? We don't have much in access, actually. No, we have limestone in access so much. Delivering mining stone. Please prioritize that. Sauron, you need to prioritize this really quickly. He's not constructing. Why? Sauron? Would you please construct this? Thank you. Please immediately construct this. That would be nice. Would you please immediately construct this? Thank you. Now we need temperature, cooler, over wall cooler. Let's turn this around because I am an absolute hero. Let's turn this around. How could you... I forgot how to turn stuff around. Interesting. I forgot how to turn stuff around. Why? Oh my god, that's the regular cooler. I haven't played this in 2.5 months. I don't know how to RimWorld anymore. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know how to RimWorld anymore. I don't know how to RimWorld anymore. Terrible. 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 No, 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 Gimli, don't. Thank you. Okay. Now, cooler. Overall cooler. Like this. And now, Sauron, please. Sauron, please prioritize these two things. Rear thrombos! Oh, no. Oh my god. Do we have an inspired taming? We have an inspired taming. But his animal skills are too low. He can't do it. Oh no. And I feel like my skilled people are currently out. Do we have someone who can tame? No. Maybe. Yes. Balin can still do it. So Balin and Arwen. Okay, so Balin and Arwen can try to tame the Thrombos. Where's Sauron? Sauron is doing his thing. Can you please prioritize this one? The freezer is back in action. Looks like it. Looks like it. Yup, the freezer is back in action. Let's see. Yep, the freezer is back in action. So freezer problem has been prevented. The freezer problem has been prevented. Okay, so we have Thrombos here. Ah. Okay. However, the battle is soon starting, so I need to get myself ready for battle because things are heating up in this gameplay. And let's see. How's power looking? Currently, we are losing power, but just little bits of power. No, actually, we have an excess of power, so we're not losing any power whatsoever. That's kind of great. Build complete, make large sculptures. So let's see, we have a large sculpture here. That is unfortunately normal quality. Let's install the normal one. Let's see. That's a masterwork table. Right, we have some beauty over here, right? Yeah, we have some beauty over here, but it is very neutral in its beauty. Very neutral in its beauty. So let's look at this bill. So large sculpture is done. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's an excellent. That's 780 beauty. That is 780 beauty. Let's get that over here. Let's get this sculpture here. You know what? No, let's not get this sculpture. Let's get this sculpture over here. Let's get this sculpture over here. This sculpture can go here. And there should be one more, but can't find it. There should be one more, but I can't find it. How's our combat group? It's almost there. What is this? Skill trainers? Skill trainer plants, and what else? So it's 2 skill trainer plants. Who is a planter and is really bad at it? Growing. You have an 11 skill, you have a 7 skill. Auron. Auron has a 7 skill. So, my friend, You will use the skill trainer and no, you will learn skill trainer and you will learn skill trainer. Now you have a 17 skill on planting. Amazing! Okie dokie, that is a 17 skill of planting. That's cool. Alrighty, so I kind of want to drill a tunnel here. We have a bulk goods trader. We don't really have a trader here. Samwise is the fool of a took. He is unfortunately out and about. So Galadriel, you are the best talker. Let's talk. And there's the new interface. And that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Okay. You guys have gold. I want to buy said gold. I want to buy said gold. Now, I want to give you masterwork gloves. Gloves. Excellent. This is a full quality. So this is an excellent chest. 2 excellent chests. Masterwork 99. Masterwork 80%. That's fine. Masterwork 78%, that's fine too. Okay, that's a Masterwork 60, that needs to go. 60 needs to go. 99.99, okay. So, I will sell you these 2 sculptures. I will sell you these 2 sculptures. We have a few masterwork wooden tables. Let's give you one of these masterwork wooden tables. We have 1 resurrector mech serum, so we can bring someone back that is dead. Not trying to say anything. Let's get all of this fur sold. Let's get all of this fur sold. Let's keep the plain leather. Bird skin. I think we have ambrosia to sell you as well, but he doesn't buy it, correct? Doesn't look like that he buys the ambrosia. No, he does not buy the ambrosia. Does he have a pet that I absolutely want? No. But he will also take packaged survival meals as a payment, and we should pay him a little bit more. Because I want the silver. I want the silver of his inventory. Yes. So let's give him a few of the survival packages. That brings his price very much close to what we want. Let's place accept, and there it is. Very cool. Okay. So let's have a save. Because the fat hobbits are soon in. And as usual, we will not... Boromir is no longer inspired taming. That's fine. We will not reload the game if it goes wrong. Because that's kind of part of playing RimWorld on stream, right? We just want to, like, experience it. And they're soon there. But let's make a safety save regardless. Let's make a safety save regardless. More masterwork stuff is happening. That's great. This is also nice. Meat is in high demand, but we are doing quite well. We don't really have a dedicated cleaner. We don't really have a dedicated cleaner. We have Sawen as a dedicated cleaner, but she is not really a dedicated cleaner. We need someone who is a dedicated cleaner. I don't know if one of these guys is a dedicated cleaner. Can't really tell. So, it should be pretty soon. Food-wise, we're still looking fine. This looks quite nice, and there is our attack. There are a few sleeping hostile mechanoids in this area. This mechanoids may or may not approach zoom in. So we have mechanoids sleeping in this area. We need to go inside here. This is my team. So first we're gonna get into attack mode. Are you following someone? You're following Balin. Balin is currently not here. So you're following Gilrain into combat. And Ram is following Gilrain into combat as well. Is Balin here? No, Balin is not here. So you're following Gilrain into combat as well. So let's get over here. We have a few pikemans, Lancer and Lancer here. So ideally we want to get our melee guys over there. Let's see, we want to get our melee guys over here. Let's get there it is. They are attacking. So Gilrain, come over here. Samwise, come over here. Pippin, go over here. Shelob, attack. Balrog, attack. Legolas, come over here. Go. Ram is wounded. Let's get Gollum over there. Go, Gollum. Do we have someone... We can have a Berserker trance. We can have a Berserker trance. Gollum is using the wrong weapon. Gollum is using the wrong weapon. Let's have a combat command. Let's have animals attack. Go. Our Berserk is on his way. Let's get Shelob over here. Very good. Go, Shelob. Someone wounded? Someone wounded? So far, no. Shelob's wounded, but very, very likely. Go. We have done everything here. Great. So these guys are done. So Shelob comes over here. You guys need to melee. Are you bleeding or something? No, you just have a bruise. We're totally okay with that. We're totally okay. Who has the medicine? Who has the medicine? Who has the medicine? Who has medicine? Does Ram have the medicine? She does. So, Shelob, you pick up the Persona Core. You pick up the Persona Core. Can you please pick up the Persona Core? She got it. Alright. So that means... let's see. No, you guys can actually go home. I think you can actually just simply go home. So, reform the caravan. The world. Reform the caravan. Come back home. Everybody. We're getting the Persona Core. We're getting the Thrumble Milk. Let's get a few marble chunks. Let's get all of these. Let's get the urns, because why not? Sandstone chunks, why not? Get everything. We have our Thrumbles after all. And let's get home. Wonderful. Let's get home. That was a fly that I managed to hit on my hand. That was a fly that I managed to hit on my hand. But now I need to wash my hands. But I managed to hit a fly. I'm a killer. I kill pikemen in-game and I kill flies on real life. Because that's what I am. Hana, the killer Zaki. Alright. We're soon out of food. So, let's see. We're soon out of food. Why can't you build the grand sculpture? Does the grand sculpture need more stuff? Details. 400 metal or stone. We do have the gold. So what are you doing, Galadriel? Why are you not working on this? Missing 400 metal, wood or stone. But I told you that I want gold. Oh no, it needs 4,000 gold. Right, it needs 4,000 gold. Right, it needs 4,000 gold. Well, that's bad if it needs 4,000 gold, of course. Of course, that's bad. But we got the Persona Core, which means I think we are soon online. I think we're soon online. The cooler is struggling. The cooler is struggling to keep it cool. It's -3 still, but the outside is 36 degrees, which is kind of a lot. So, let's see. Rosie is building everything here. I think our dear mate is doing Ambrosia sprouts. Oh my god, we have an Ambrosia sprout here. This is gonna get eaten by the animals now, is it? This is the best Ambrosia sprout one could ask for, but this is gonna get eaten. Let's get a zone. Let's get a grow zone. Alright, and let's have this grow zone for... I believe it was allow cutting needs to be offline, right? I think allow cutting needs to be off. Again, it's been a while since we've done this, so allow cutting needs to be off most likely. This is a huge psychoid farm here, right? Yeah, this is a huge psychoid farm. Because apparently I want to produce yayo, but I'm not producing any yayo currently. Okay, everything's pretty dirty. However, the kitchen is clean again, which is quite nice. We have a perpetual battery here. Balin is building stuff. Okie dokie. And he has built a good chair. He has built a good chair. So the Thrombos, unfortunately, not a single one has been tamed so far. Balin has a work frenzy, Arwen has a shoot frenzy, so these are not creativities that they should have had. Or inspirations, rather. So we're getting kind of a lots of stuff. So, let's see. Let's see. We want to build a throne room because we want to get into ideology, if I recall. If I recall, we want to get into ideology. How's the beauty of this? It's pretty, so it's beginning to be pretty. We have our first grand sculpture. Let's get the first grand sculpture installed. Ability Sauron production command. Sure, let's get yourself a production command. Hay is totally done, right? Yes, hay is totally done. Corn looks to be relatively stable. What is not stable is my food income. That is one of the newest mods. There is a growable meat. So we have machine persuasion now. We have a machine persuasion. Let's get the vacuum cryo sleep going. And then the starship sensor. And then it is about time to prepare for the fight. I think then it is time to prepare for the fight. I don't think our defense is any kind of good. However, I would like to build a mini maze. Basically, I want to force them to do some amount of walking. I want to force them to do some amount of walking. So, let's see. My buildings are not in a quick position though, so this is not going quickly. This is actually super mega duper duper slow that is happening here. So, okay. I think this takes a lot of time to build. I think this might be a problem that this, yeah, this is super effective, but rebuilding this every single time is kind of A, resource heavy, and B, time consuming. So I'm not so sure if that is a good idea in the long run. Let's build a sculpture. Let's get a sculpture. I don't know. Let's get a sculpture here. We have a restock from Antioch. Yes, we need to get Samwise trading. We need to get Samwise trading because we are the Hobbits and we live by trade. Have we done any recent trades? How are your needs? Recluse crowded. Yeah, you don't like it being crowded. Mad hares. We have mad hares and we have exactly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mad hares. Sure. And the caravan returned. We're being attacked, so the mad hares, we need to shoot. That's number 1. Can you guys get home? Because we don't really need to concern ourselves with mad hares, honestly. There we go. You guys really don't need to concern. Oh, bala, that's bad. That's bad. Please take out your gun and shoot. While Rem is the absolute tank that she is. Why would you attack Eowyn? God damn it. Alrighty. The hares managed to scratch Eowyn. She got a bite on her leg. Sure. Oh, it's Leowyn. I'm sorry. It is Leowyn, not Eowyn. What is Shelob doing? She is picking up more stone. Oh, she's unloading the inventory from the rams. Sure. Okay, Samwise and Gollum are deeply unhappy. What's going on? Psychite withdrawal. You should have had Psychite with you, though. You should have had Psychite with you. Why are you not drinking Psychite? My man. Drink Psychite. My man, drink Psychite. Come on, man. Gollum. Drink Psychite. Thank you. My man, you need to drink Psychite. There you go. Now you have happy feelings. Can we bribe? We can build a bribe fair. Let's do that when everybody is awake. Let's have a festival of the bribe. That is called begin the Fair of Bree. The Fair of Bree. Alrighty, it's the Fair of Bree. Where's my Ram and Rem? There they are. Let's make it easy. Let's unload 4 of them. Let's unload 4 of them. Let's unload 4 of them. Marble chunkos. There we go. Let's unload 4 of them so it's a little bit quicker. Have we managed to gain any of the thrombos? Nope, they are gone. The thrombos are gone. Unfortunate. But the thrombos are gone. We need to get ourselves some hunting going on. Wildlife. Inspired recruitment Eowyn. We currently do not want to recruit someone. So let them guys sleep. Should be pretty good though. Everybody has been sleeping. Let's begin the Fair of Bree. Let's begin the Fair of Bree. Inspired creativity on Sauron. It's quite laggy. So a lot of stuff is happening here. So the restock. And it is... Oh my god! It's a well-organized Fair of Bree. Exotic goods trader, combat trader, exotic goods trader. It's gonna be laggy for a while. It's gonna be mega laggy for a while. It's gonna be super mega laggy for a while. Okay. So yeah. Gonna be really laggy for a while. Gardening is also a problem because, as we can see, the garden is not really filled. It's patchy everywhere. So, Samwise, my dear Samwise, you need to do the first trade with woggers. You are trading with woggers. That is our first trade. Let's see what woggers has to offer. Woggers has a little bit of medicine. He has high explosive shells, which I would like to buy. Okay. The woggers does not have a lot of good things, but he has high explosive shells, which I am happy to take him off. So what else can I sell to you? I can sell the ambrosia to you. Sure. And we are getting ourselves the little bit of extra money that you have. Then you need to trade with Buop. Then trade with Buop, please. Buop has some Glitherworld medicine. That is a very nice yes, please. He has a husky to sell. We have a husky, but that is a female husky. We already have a female husky. He has some advanced components, so we're definitely buying those. We're going to sell you... We're going to sell you... Thrumble milk would be pretty sellable. Let's sell you the Thrumble milk. Yeah, let's sell you the Thrumble milk. What else do you have? You have a little bit of gold. You have an Archotag leg. Ooh. You have an Archotag leg. That's nice. You have a skill trainer in melee. Yes, you have a skill trainer in melee. So if we not do the gold... So let's see, we need to give you a lot of money. We need to give you a lot of money. We don't really have anything that is worth a lot of money, but we can give you all of our survival meals. And that would make you guys happy as well. Yes. So let's do this. And then we have Pigog. Pigog is our last seller that we need to get to. Let's get to Pigog. There we have Pigog. Pigog has 2 advanced components. He has a little bit of Glitter World, a medicine. He can have the insect jelly, but we want to keep the insect jelly around. And other than that, I think you are okay. So you want 600. You want 600. So we are giving you... We still have a few packaged survival meals. And we're selling you... I think we're not selling you anything. We're just gonna give you a little bit more money. So, does someone need the Archotag leg? Does someone have a bad leg? I think we have healed up everybody, right? We have healed up everybody. We have a bionic leg here on Faramir. Learning system. We have a bionic leg on Gilrain. We have a left ear that is destroyed on Sauron, on Auron. Auron has his left ear destroyed. That is okay. Right, we have a little thing that we could do. We could make Gimli into a massive Architect bionic. He already has one Architect. We could give him a second Architect arm and an Architect leg. So we could make Gimli an absolute powerhouse of a bionic human. But we could also do that with Sauron. Remember that Sauron is incredibly important when it comes to building stuff. And it would include building speed as well. We now have the possibility to basically turn one human into a mega bionic human. The question is, do we want that? Or do we want to keep them as human as possible and only replace arms when we need to? So that is a question that we need to ask ourselves. Do we want to transform one into an absolute super bionic human? Or do we want to keep them as human as possible? So, speaking of making someone human, where is my building stuff? Shelob. Guaranteed to find ground penetration scanner. Right, you are randomly ground searching. Right, you're randomly ground searching. Coolers are done. This is done. We do have components. We do have advanced components. Now, how's our weapon situation? How is our weapon situation? You have a medical stim. Okay, you have a medical stim. Assault, 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 assault. Hammer, pulse rifle. So we have the first pulse rifles. So we do have the first pulse rifle. So let's see. We do need advanced components for our ship. Disallow sewing, please. That would be nice. Right. We need to cut. Yeah, okay. We need to disallow sewing. That was the one. Okay, so this is this. I think I need to take a look where my builders are. Let's look at work. Construction. We have only Balin building things, and Shelob is just existing, I guess. Shelob's job is mining, usually. So we get a mine deep drill pretty soon. Gimli has a melee 13. Who is my best melee guy? Gimli, Balrog, Arwen. Arwen is by far the best melee person. But he has a uranium longsword. So I want you to learn more about melee and now be a level 16 on melee. Our meat is empty. Our meat is pretty empty. So at the next day, I think we need to get our hunting group out. And we need to do some hunting. So we need to do some hunting. So that means Faramir, Legolas, Gollum, Pippin. Once you guys are ready and raring to go. Cargo pots. Cargo pots. Which is medicine. Medicine is never wrong. Okay, Legolas. Legolas needs to eat something. He is eating something. Is everybody right and ready to go? Everybody is right and ready to go. Faramir is still sleeping. Sure, I guess. Now everybody is ready and roaring to go. You guys need to be hunters for today. You guys need to be hunters for today. Gollum, would you please prefer ranged? That would be great. The first thing you're going to hunt is the bear. Because the bear is bad. So let's kill the bear. Let's kill these guys. Let's kill these guys. Wonderful. Wonderful. These guys are killed. Right. Keep moving. We need to get rid of that cougar over there. Wonderful. More food. Alright, get real close to these guys. Alright, let's kill those. Ibexes. Ibexes are down. Keep going further to the alpacas. Shoot the alpaca. Shoot the alpaca. Wonderful. Shoot the next alpaca. That's great. Get over here. Shoot the gobble gobble. Now get down. Take care of the horses. Wonderful shot. Wonderful shot. Wonderful shot. Well done. Let's execute this horse. Great. Do we have more big animals here? We have some piggies. We have more gobble gobble. Let's kill this piggy. Let's kill this piggy. Wonderful. All of them can be used up for food as well. Do we have something else that we need to keep an eye out? Not yet, really. Not yet. This looks all pretty good. Pretty nice. I think we're pretty good. So the hunting has been very successful. Guys, this one is not dead yet. They're all dead yet. Alright, get home. Wonderful. You have killed a lot of things. Why are you guys still in safe inside? You need to be in regular. So you need to be in regular. You need to be in regular. And you guys need to be in safe inside. That's completely okay. Child needs to be in safe inside. And you guys can be in home zone, please. Right. Alrighty, so now we're picking up stuff. Yep, now we're picking up stuff. What is Sauron doing? He is picking up stone blocks for granite chunks. He's picking up granite chunks by hand. Why? Why are you picking up granite chunks by hand? Oh, something is happening. Quest available. Chemic Congress. A sanguiphage named the Big Red is looking for a safe place to meet with 2 other sanguiphages where they won't be tracked. The leader of the Big Red is asking for you to host a meeting at the Shire of Hobbiton. If you accept, 3 sanguiphages will arrive at the Shire of Hobbiton from different directions. They will spend several hours discussing their secret issues before departing. They give you a reward before you leave. You may betray the sanguiphage and attack them. Downed sanguiphages can be forced to turn one of your colonists into a sanguiphage. Sanguiphages, about. Sanguiphages are ageless, deathless superhumans powered by an architect-created archite in the bloodstream. They are beautiful and extremely intelligent. They can heal any injury and never suffer from disease or poison. In combat, they can launch deadly spines. Okay, and heal injured friends. The price is that the sanguiphage must consume hemogen derived from human blood to survive, and they must periodically death rest for long periods. They are easily destroyed by fire and slowed down by UV light. An integrator headset. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Okay. So my wolves are getting my food back in. Alright. Right. Faramir is using the scanner. Okay. He should be quite fast. No, it's actually super duper slow. It's actually super duper slow. But it's fine. These guys are researching stuff. That's also cool. Food is being slowly re-sown. Leowyn is re-sowing. It's not quick, but she is re-sowing. Okay. How's my building stuff? Building stuff is simply not advancing. Why? We need to look at Balin. We need to look at Balin. Balin currently is having the time of his life, and he is preparing a broken component in the orbital scanner, okay? So now he's building a granite wall. Now he's building our main walling zone, okay. Now he's building the main walling zone. That was not really a lot. So please, I am now forcing you to complete this construction. I am now forcing you to complete this construction because the pathing in this game is really, really, really goddamn stupid. Alrighty, so wonderful. Now, how much of what we have left? We have 790 granite blocks, so we can do a little bit more granite walling. A little bit more granite walling over there. Right. We have a little bit more granite walling over there. We have a bunch of granite still here. Do we have the deep drill researched? Let's see. Do we have the drill research? We have the deep drill research. Okay. I need that drill to be inside though. So I would like to add the drill over here. For now, let's research. Let's research the starflight sensor. Okay, so let's research the starflight sensor. We have a big sculpture over here. We're gonna install it over here. The room is now considered beautiful. So what is the buff of a beautiful room? So what is the buff of a beautiful room? It's pretty environment, most likely. Okay. So people are mega happy. Got some lovin' 3 times. So Sauron is definitely added. We have found our first underground scan. We have found steel, which is super not accessible. Super not accessible. We have an automatic rig drill. A straightforward automatic drilling system built for automatic drilling. Mines up ores 24/7 as long as it's properly powered and placed on a tile with a discovered ore deposit. Interesting. So this thing immediately sucks every ore dry in the ground. That's cool, but it needs to be powered. Okay. However, I do want to get myself 2 drills. If possible, because I would like to have granite and marble. Granite and marble, maybe limestone in an infinite drill, so that these guys could infinitely drill for this material. But quite honestly, it doesn't need to be in here, really. It can be here as well. But let's focus on things that are important, which is the expansion of the base. So let's focus on the important thing. A wild boar self-tamed. Okay, we need a name for this wild boar. Please give this wild boar a name. Solwyn's learning growth is not really super nice. We have an inspired trait on Galadriel, which means Samwise needs to call someone. Can we build another grand sculpture somewhere? Not really. Not really. Okay. We have an exotic goods trader. A ship is passing by. Exotic goods. Galadriel has an inspired trade. So you are gonna call the Ghostbusters and get a nice 40% money bonus. How many neurotramines do we have? We need neurotramines. Okay, so we get neurotramines. That's a lot of Glitter World medicine. That's a lot of Glitter World medicine. We have quite a lot of it though. We have quite a lot of it, but we get the advanced components. We get the neurotramines. You have shooting skill trainers. We need those. You have a lot of gold. Do we have stuff to sell? I think we do. We have Psychoid in backup, is that correct? Can't really give you Yayo, right? You don't really want to buy Yayo. We can't buy him. Sell Yayo. Made a mistake. Yes, I did. I did make a mini mistake. Yes, I did a mini mistake. It is fixable. It's not the biggest of deals. It's fixable. It's not the biggest of deals, it's fixable. So let's have a wonderful trade. Because there is no orbital trader. We currently do not have an orbital trader here. That's our problem. We currently do not have an orbital trader in this system right here. That's why we can't sell our yayo. Because we don't have an orbital trader in the system currently. That makes sense. Okay. Totally fine, but let's get an orbital trader here as well so we see the medicine. Because we don't see the medicine currently. Right. We have a bulk goods trader arriving, so let's see. We have a bulk goods trader arriving. Sauron, you need to please get this bulk goods trader done. And then you need to get this bulk goods trader as well. Did we buy the shooting upgrade? We did, right? Skill trainer shooting. Yes, we did buy the skill trainer shooting. Faramir is 18 in shooting, so it would be a waste on him. Gollum is 9 in shooting, so it would be good on Gollum. Leowyn would also be nice, but she only has a 2-ish. Let's get it on Gilrain or on Gollum. I think we're gonna get it on Gollum because he is the leader of this, well, Shire. Let's call it Shire. Let's get him on shooting. 17.7. Now Gollum is amazing at shooting. Alrighty, so are those orbital scanners built? Not yet. Why are they not built yet? Sauron, Sauron, Sauron. Where's Sauron? Drinking Psyche tea. It would be nice if you were to get yourself the orbital trade beacons made. Hauling steel to the orbital trade beacons. Yes, I told you to prioritize these. Why haven't you prioritized them? Dude, you need to do what I need you to do. Samir, listen to me. Sauron, listen to me. You are breaking the plan. You are breaking the plan. Sauron, listen to me. Scanning underground silver. Ooh, it's underneath the mountain once again. Samwise, please have a trade with our bulk goods trader, please. We need to get your social skills up. Your social skills are awful. Your social skills are awful. Awful, awful, awful. Okay, what do we have here? We have cats. Nobody cares about cats. We have Ram and Eves. Nobody cares about these, but that is nice. I would like to gain your components, please. I would like to gain your components. Now we should be able to sell our 400 yayo. You have an advanced component. That is never a bad thing to buy. Now we're gonna sell you all of our yayo for now. Well, let's get the ambrosia over. Let's get a little bit of the yayo over. And now let's get all of the meat into here. Wonderful. Let's give you a little bit more yayo. Ah, you know what? Let's give you all of our yayo. Let's give you all of our yayo. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, everything else is nice. Let's get rid of the steel urns. Alright, this looks pretty good. Let's accept this trade. Now we have 4,000 silver. Now we have 4,000 silver. That means we can make a grand sculpture. We can make a grand sculpture out of silver. I don't want to do that. I want to get Samwise and Arwen. I want to get Samwise and Arwen. Or Rosie. I believe they hate each other, right? No, she only hates Pippin. Let's see, can we... Oh, Saribot just killed another spammer scammer. So thank you very much, Saribot. Good bot. So, plain cloak, Akaton, this is fine. We don't really have anything to sell. We don't really have anything to sell. Food's going up really nicely. But we are not gaining anything, really. We have fire, but also rain, so we should not concern ourselves. We have a manhunter pack. Manhunting boom reds. Okay. Oh, this is going to. Samwise. Home. In fact, home quickly. In fact, home quickly. In fact, home very, very quickly. Yes. In fact, home very, very quickly. You guys need to be back on Balin, right? No, on... Yes, you need to be back on Balin. You need to be back on Balin. Okay. This is not great. In fact, we need our team to be in full defense mode. Because that's gonna be a lot of shooting. That's gonna be a lot of shooting. Please don't attack Megasloth. No, they're hauling. Okay. Auron. Auron, you need to go inside. Rosie. Rosie, you need to go here. Shelob, please. Go inside. Balrog, go inside. Arwen, go inside. Fire, where? Oh, lightning struck Muffalo. Wow, a lightning struck Muffalo. Wow. Guys, everybody inside. Everybody needs to go into combat mode. Guys, everybody needs to go into combat mode. This is terrible. Everybody needs to go into combat mode. This is brutal. Oh, wow. Something suicided itself. Okay, they're coming. Okay, this is... Yeah. Guys, you need to take shooting positions, please. Why haven't you had shooting positions? Guys, shooting positions, please. Shooting positions, please. They're all gonna come through here now. Oh god. Oh god. Not great. Guys, here please. Here, please, guys. Okay. There's still a lot more to go. There's still a lot more to go. There's the next one. I know, little wolf puppy, but this is not gonna end well for you. So let's see. Guys, you need to make a stand over here, please. Galadriel, this is a bad thing, guys. You are the medics. Why are the medics in the front? Medics, go out. I think we're gonna get to hunting these. Because currently this is taking an awful long time. I think we should get down to hunting these. Actually, it's gonna be totally fine. Everybody get home. There we go. That's the last boomalope over here. And should be totally fine. Although Faramir... Everybody needs to go home, please. Samwise. Shooting positions, please. Well done. Go back. Very good. Now everybody needs to go home. Very good. Alrighty, that was not planned. These are all rotten, of course, or most of them are. Yes, that is to be expected. This puppy will die as well. Kinda sucks, but yeah, it's just a wolf puppy. You guys can go back off combat mode as well. Why are you guys still in combat mode? We have a bulk goods trader coming in. A little late, you could have helped. But sure, I guess. We have starvation. Eowyn, get Eowyn some food. Well, she's breastfeeding first, so... Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Buildings are not really advancing, honestly. It's kind of annoying that my buildings are not really advancing. Samwise is still sleeping. After your sleep, please trade with Adams. I'm currently feeling like we're stuck in like this perpetual cycle of we are trying to build stuff, something's happening, stuff breaks, we are rebuilding, we're trying to build stuff, it's breaking, we're rebuilding. I think we're kind of in this perpetual cycle of we're not going to advance currently. Which is terrible. Which is terrible. Where's Samwise? Trading with Adams. That's good. You should be trading with Adams. Okay, so... You really do not have anything that I want, really. You have components, which is nice. But I think I'm pretty good currently, right? What's my components looking like? 66. No, let's get the components. Let's get the components. Do we have something to sell to you? We have the chocolate. We have packaged survival meals, which is always nice to give. We have a little bit of skins. We have a few skins we can definitely sell to you. A little bit of ambrosia, and that's about right. There we go. Okay, we are getting double strand as well, which makes one of the best fire resistant stuff. Also very sturdy stuff. So these two are currently building. Who is my dedicated cleaner now that everybody's at home? We really don't have a dedicated cleaner, right? Auron should be a dedicated cleaner, but he is doing plant work as well. We don't really have a dedicated cleaner. We don't really have a dedicated cleaner. That is interesting. We really do not have a dedicated cleaner. So, Gimli, clean the workshop, please. There we go. Inspired taming Shelob. Shelob has an animal of 5. Can you tame anything with animal 5? Can you tame anything with... yes, you can. Okay. So we are gaining an alpaca and we're immediately killing it, most likely. Or this. So Balin is our constructor, correct? Yes, Balin is our constructor. So what are you doing? You're taking Bunga meat into inventory. You're taming warg. Okay, so he is still on taming a warg. Legolas, please take your weapon and shoot the boom rat. Thank you. So, Galadriel, what are you doing? You're smelting metal from slag. Okay. But why are you not cleaning? You should be a dedicated cleaner, but you are not. You're doing crafting, so cleaning is on 2. So I want you to be a cleaner first. I want you to be a cleaner first. I know this will probably most likely occupy your entire time. But that's kind of a point of being a janitor, right? So... food's looking quite nice. We have lost most of our meats, but that's okay. We are pretty low on psychoid. That's okay. Psychoid is stuff here. She's standing around currently, I guess. Okay. So, I would love to have more skill trainers, particularly in social. So we could get Samwise. We could get Samwise a higher social factor, because currently Samwise is not really doing anything. He's not really doing anything currently. That is annoying to me. It is really annoying to me that Samwise is currently not learning anything. If I recall correctly, he was pretty stupid, right? He is a slow learner. Yes. So he is a slow learner. So that kind of sucks. We could implant some gene manipulation in him to make him a little bit better. But who? Who has the gene that we need? Fast learner. So that would be Faramir. So we would need to extract a gene from Faramir. So let's see. Can we extract a gene from Faramir? I don't know, because we don't have an archive capsule. Okay, so they're doing stuff. What is Sauron doing on his day-to-day? He's smelting metal from slag. So he's smelting metal from slag. That's what Sauron is doing. I want you to return to crafting, please. Yes, I want you to return into crafting and building because you need to support Balin. Balin is not quick enough to do these kinds of works. Okay. Yes, there it is. So, I know this is quite the far away walk. But I don't want to build a door there because there's a possibility of them attacking said door. But it would make this a little bit quicker. No, there's no problems with your headphones, my dear Jelly Deborah. 123, it's a first name, last name, numbers in this case. And the profile picture is usually a profile picture of a woman. In this case, it is a profile picture of a woman. You guys know exactly what this is. I know exactly what this is. If you do not know what this message down here was, well, then you need to come over to twitch.tv/Hanazaki because that is a scammer and we are banning said scammer. So please guys, do not be scammed. And if you need to learn how to spot scammers on Twitch, come over to twitch.tv/Hanazaki. I can teach you very, very well because I am an expert these days on catching spammers and scammers. So please guys, be safe out there while watching on Twitch and streaming on Twitch as well. And yeah, if you need advice on how to spot scammers, well, guys, you just need to come over. And this person does not deserve to be a Pokemon. We will ban that person. Alrighty, so let's continue. Sauron is back in action. That's pretty nice. However, I think we are getting Sauron back in super action and we are not building most of these defenses, really. Let's not build most of these defenses. So, Galadriel is Go Frenzy, Inspired Recruitment. How is my festivals doing? Festivals are in 3 days, so that's pretty cool. We have found a silver mining site with 2,000 silver. Silver worksite 20. If you wish, you can raid the camp and loot silver. Since the Red Pit is a small independent group, you attack them without any border diplomatic. No. 2,000 silver is pretty cool, but no. Ram and Rem are on their way. What is your inventory? Package survival meal. Sure. Drop this, please. The other people are learning. You are learning. That's super cool. We don't really have someone in the school, so nobody's really teaching you anything. And also has had a growth moment and Missy became a child. So we have Orso. Orso, where's Orso? Who is Orso? It's Missy. Orso Missy Meyer. Okay, so Missy became a child. She will remain a colonist. She will become sleeper in this bed right here. So Missy will go into this bed. There we go. Missy will go into this bed. And we have a growth moment for Missy. So Missy's schedule. Missy's schedule is the same schedule as Solwen. And she is solely, purely a child. And that is a very funky Karen hair. That is a very, very funky Karen hair. Okie dokie. So, Missy, you need to equip something. So, where is my equipment? I have sorted my equipment somewhere, but I can't find it. Ah, there it is. So you need to force where the birdskin cowboy hat, and you need to force where the child romper. There we go. Alrighty, you are protected from the elements now. I want to look into something. Gilrain. Gilrain. Can Gilrain have a romance? No, Gilrain cannot have a romance. Can Gimli have a romance? No. Can Legolas have a romance? No. half of the people are incestuous to Legolas, which is quite funny. Pippin, can Pippin romance someone? No, low opinion. Everybody has a low opinion of Pippin. So Balin can choose to woo Arwen, but Arwen is already in bed with the Balrog. Does Gollum have a chance at something? He has a chance at Rosie. So Gollum has a chance at Rosie. Pippin, nobody. Balin, Arwen, Leowen has Gimli as a chance. So Gilrain, we had nothing. Auron is... Auron can... Not really, huh? So Auron cannot be in any relationship whatsoever. Interesting. So Auron cannot be in any relationship whatsoever. Oh, that's quite interesting. Rosie can romance no one. She has a low opinion of Gollum. So... No, she actually likes Gollum. But Gollum does not like Rosie. But there is a 17% chance to do this. Pelope is asexual, so she can't do anything. Gimli can't do nothing. And we have Arwen. Arwen has 100% chance to go into bed with Samwise, but Arwen already has a romance, so let's give Gollum a chance at Rosie. Let's give Gollum a chance at Rosie. Yes. Let's give Gollum a chance at Rosie. Let's see if it fails. It's a 17% chance. The attempt to romance Rosie was unsuccessful. Oh well. I think Samwise needs to go on a whoosh. Let's see. So Samwise. Okay, we're gaining somewhere. We have a death on Timberwolf Puppy. Okay, he died with blood loss from a rat, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he died by a rat. So let's build a wall over there. Let's build a wall over there. Then we can finally open this up. And we can finally open this up. And extend the base. Okay, Missy is being taught by Galadriel, so Galadriel is teaching actively, which is quite nice. You need to get yourself a Thrombo plushie. because plushies are amazing, especially Thrumbo plushies. Alrighty, so Balrog and Barwin. That's a nice speaky mistake. So my psychoid plants are finally back full in production. This is back in full production, quite nice. Alrighty, so everything's nice in production. Galadriel is cleaning as she should. We have our grand sculpture over here. That's pretty cool. How's this room looking now? It is beautiful, but not super beautiful. So let's see. Hunter likes you to weapon, that's fine. Are you guys harvesting on auto? I think you are harvesting on auto. Alrighty, everything else here looks totally fine. We still have some components and stuff here. So let's haul these slag chunks. Let's haul these slag chunks. This is again super mega full. This is beginning to be super mega full. We have starflight sensors. We can begin building our starship, which means we are destructing this thing. What are these? These are oak trees. These are not even cacao trees. These are not even cacao trees. Why? Do we not have cacao? Oh, we have no cocoa. Ah, we don't have even cocoa. We should get into cocoa. We should get into cocoa. Which would be ideally to get into here, honestly. Putting cocoa over here. That would be pretty nice to get cocoa over here. We still have some plasteel over there. Arwen is no longer shoot frenzy. Alright. So we are the youth of a nation. Which means we are mining. We are mining the entire way over here. We are mining the entire way over here. Let's build a door. Let's build a door over here so we can save the heat from our space. Inspired recruitment Pippin. Okay, we haven't had many chances at recruiting things recently. Okay, Sauron is building the last few defenses. That's totally okay. Gimli is... We need to undo... We need to order, we need to cancel. We need to cancel this thing right here. Because I don't want the heat leaving this place. And Gimli is way too fast when it comes to mining stuff. We need that door over here fixed before we can do these things. Okay, Samhain and Missy are doing work. That's totally cool. Missy is actually not doing any work, which means she will go full care mode, just like Samhain. There we go. They are cleaning up. That's nice. That's what a child should do. She should clean things. Alrighty. Helm's Deep. We currently have unconstructed. I don't think we currently need Helm's Deep. So, let's see. It would be easy to force everybody to come into here. That would be an easy fix to do. If we just build a door here, everybody would be forced to go the long haul. Which gives us a lot of time, honestly. Yes. But I want to get this sectioned off. I want to get this sectioned off just with a single wall, really. Get this sectioned off. Is this still... Oh, there's already limestone wall. Okay, that's pretty cool. We've already limestone walled this. I need to get more defenses in over here. This is overhead mountain, really. But if we have the problem of a hive spawning, there's nothing really we can do about that. We do have defenses here. So this is quite nice. We have defenses over here. The whole base is basically defended. Now the whole base is basically defended, but the inside is not. Our current problem is that our inside is really, really undefended. And if anything ever happens to go inside, we are in a slight bit of trouble. So first, let's get this over here. Then we need to get rid of... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a 6 long room. 6 long and 5 wide. So... if this is 6 long, this is 8 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. How wide are you? You are a 5 wide. So right here. Okay. So we need to do this. We need to do this. No, actually we need to do it like this. We don't need this right here. Correct. So Rosie and Gollum are gonna have a field day. However, you guys probably need some light over there. So let's give you guys a nice little floodlight. We need... furniture? Floodlight? Let's give you guys a nice little floodlight. That I cancelled immediately because I'm a hero. Give you guys a little floodlight. Sauron. Sauron is consuming chocolate. I would like you to not consume chocolate. I would like you to build a floodlight. So these guys are a little bit quicker. Okay, that's cool. We have a solar flare! So let's get the solar flare handled. Solar flare! We have another ambrosia sprout, and it's almost in the base. In fact, we could build a small little grow zone for these guys. We can build a small little grow zone for these. So that means losing 2, and that means losing 2 as well. Let's build you guys a small little grow zone. Structure, let's see how much. We do have a little bit of sandstone over. So let's sandstone. Let's have this lamp built first. Let's have this lamp built first. We're gonna make a small little grow zone over here to get the ambrosia through the harsh winter. We are at Jugust, so we are at summer currently. I'm not super worried about it. How long is the solar flares gonna last? It'll pass in about a day. Okay. Okay, it is done. Cool. It is done, so we're gonna build. Let's see. We have tons and tons and millions of tons of sandstone, is that correct? Limestone. How much limestone do we actually have? Actually, we do not have that much. No, forget it. We have 250,000 limestone. So let's get some limestone into this little pitch over here. So let's build some limestone stuff. So limestone bridges, but first we need walls. So let's build some limestone walls. Let's build some limestone walls over here. Alright. Not ideal. Really? Not ideal. But we'll just close it over here, I think. Let's just close it over here. So let's build a limestone bridge over here. Let's build a limestone bridge over here. Then we're gonna build a door. We're gonna build a limestone door. Let's make it quite neatly over here, I think. Let's cut plants. Let's cut every plant that we see for the walls. Let's cut every plant that we see for the walls, so that the walls can be built a little bit quicker. There we go. Because that will be a small little nice grow zone. Right. We're just gonna leave this open like this for the moment. Shelop's building stuff. Shelop does not have a nice little multi-tool. I think we're gonna make 3 multi-tools because we have so much extra advanced components. We can afford a few more multi-tools. I would like to build more charged rifles, honestly. But multi-tools are a little bit more important currently. We all have nicely equipped weapons, so I'm not too worried about this stuff. So let's build a nice little wall system over here. Now we need some power up in here and up in here and up in here and up in here. Let's get some power into here. Get some power into here. Sauron is building things. That's pretty cool. Now let's get a zone. We need a grow zone. Get a grow zone. And now we disallow sowing. You missed a scammer. You missed 2. You missed 2 scammers, actually. There we go. Next little mini outpost is coming along. That's quite nice. Now we're building a copy over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to be here. Oh, that's a 7. That's a 7, correct. We need this to be like this. We need this to be like this, yes. So we need this to be like this. Then we need to go into the mines. We need to do this. This. And then we need to clear out this. Okay. I think we're pretty much back into this playthrough. I think I pretty much know what was going on now. And I think I know now how to do all of our expansion and stuff. So that's pretty okay. We have a frenzy with a Missy. However, I think I'm gonna build this differently though. I'm gonna build this differently. I'm going to do more mining, however, of this. Let's do it like this. Missy has a go frenzy, however, she is a child and she's learning. So please just frenzy your learning because I want you to be super duper smart. Do we have a brain implant? We have finished the gun link, so let's get some cocoa up and running. Because Gunlink is actually one of the mods that we're going to install, because Gunlink is a helmet. But in my opinion, it being a helmet is pretty stupid. So the mod that is in my mod to-do list is basically enabling a Gunlink underneath a helmet or headgear. So you can wear a Gunlink and a headgear. Because I think that's the smart thing to do. In my opinion, that is the smart thing to do. So, let's see. Limestone wall. I want this to be 6 long. Then over here, then over here, build a wall, please. Right, have you guys done the roofing? Not yet. Sauron is going out. Sauron's going out. Alright. Colonist needs rescue. What happened? What happened? Oh no. Sauron has a drug overdose as an 8-year-old. Well, Sauron has a drug overdose. Well, Sauron. Being 8-year-olds, you shouldn't snort yayo. A glittering assembly. Ooh. Ooh. This is bad. This is bad. This is expensive as heck. But it offers 2 Resurrector Mech Serums or 4 Healer Mech Serums. It's pretty good. But we can't afford this because we don't have the space for it. Technically we have the space if we abuse this space, but yeah. So Sauron is building this thing, or is Barling building it? I don't know. Roof area. Yeah, you should build a roof, guys. Guys, you should build a roof. Well, there is not really much you can do about an overdose, but 8-year-olds, right? Go, go, go. So I want to build a corridor over here through the battery room. Finish cocoa, sure. We finish cocoa. Let's get a harpsichord and the piano. Because if we want to build an ideology room, we kind of need to do ideology. Oh, we are boxing ourselves in if we do this. Thank you very much, Gimli. So, okay. So, orders. We need to mine this out. We need to mine this out. We need to mine this out. Right. So. Ideology room, right? Ideology room. Since this is not an overhead mountain, we could be drop rated here. We could be drop rated here. So I want to get this into housing. I want to get this into housing. And this into the ideology room. This is not a big ideology room. And honestly, I kind of don't want to build an ideology room because we have not involved ourselves in ideology. And I don't think we should. I don't think we should. What we should do is simply more housing. I think we should do simply more housing. Yeah, I think we should simply do more housing. There's also the possibility of building the ship here. There's also the possibility of building the ship here, but the ship's reactor must be built completely outside. So the ship's reactor must be built completely outside. Yep, it needs to be built completely outside. So... yeah. It needs to be built completely outside. It needs to be unroofed. So the smartest idea would be to do it here. That would be the smartest idea. So we need this space for trees and stuff. We need this space for trees. Which means we need to wall this. But first let's get the expansion here going. Let's get the expansion here going. I want this to be a little bit bigger though. Because I know if we get into ideology, we not only need a throne room, but we also need a bedroom that is fit for a king, right? So I don't think we're gonna involve ourselves into ideology in this playthrough. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna involve ourselves into ideology in this playthrough. So, let's build more rooms. Let's build more rooms. We need this to be a size of 6. Then here and here. Then here, here and here. So this is 4 extra rooms now. We need 3 extra rooms. We are building 4. So we have this space right here for whatever we need. We have a bigger hallway here, which is good because I'm gonna build some defenses. Sorry, the word was missing. I'm gonna build some defenses into there. Let's get shields. Let's get shields enabled. I'm not happy with this defense right here, honestly. I'm honestly not happy with this defense. I need to upgrade this defense. I am not happy with this at all, whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not happy with this defense whatsoever. Please deconstruct this right here. Please deconstruct this. Inspired creativity, Shelob. I am not happy with this. This needs to be better. We're gonna move these guns most likely. We're gonna move these guns. We're gonna put them into base defenses. Let's get them into base defenses. I know it's not really like nice looking to have a gun in the living room, But hey, we need some defense over here. So let's reinstall more guns into the workshop as well. Let's get some guns into the workshop. And this guy right here into the research bay. Let's get this guy into the research bay. I am not happy with this whatsoever. So all of this can be disassembled as well. So deconstruct this. Get this moving. Okay. Let's finish up this wall right here. Okay, so we're finishing up this wall. They are deconstructing things over there. That's pretty good. This is pretty dark in there, right? No, it's lit. How is it lit? How is it lit? From the floodlight, most likely, yeah. So... this has been a pain in the ass for the entire time. This has been a pain in the ass for the entire time. Shields. Okay, so... let's see. We have really researched a lot of things. So... I think research is going to be... pretty low for the current moment. Let's get research currently AFK'd. Why is this not roofed? Why is this not roofed yet? Nobody's building the roof of this. Why? Why is nobody building the roof over here? Can we not access this? Why is nobody building the roof? Am I missing something? This should be roofed, but it is not. Oh, we can't reach something, most likely. Is that correct? Why can't we roof this? Why can't this be roofed? Oh, it is constructed roof. Okay, it is on a constructed roof. Okay. My bad then. This is under a constructed roof. Okay. My bad then. Okay, my builders are here. Okay, so... structures. I don't like this wooden bridge over here. We need to move this. We need to move this. Because I need to improve this wall right here. This is terrible. This is absolutely awful. So limestone bridge. We have lots of limestone. So limestone bridge it is. Let's fully limestone bridge this. Let's fully wooden bridge this, because that's fine if that's a wooden bridge. I need to limestone bridge this, because this still needs to be like separate from the entire home, so this needs to be separate. Okay. Now I can see the roof, okay. Okay, once this defense is done, so I think this is going to be the plan, because we're at the end of the episode. Let's prepare for the next episode. So the plan of the next episode is we are building up our defense here. We're building up our defense here. We are moving this into a secluded position because we want to get cocoa trees over there. Then we are building a mini maze over here. Basically, we want this to be as long as a walk if possible. So we want to give the enemies a longer walk. We're gonna make this a long walk as well. We're gonna force the enemy to take the long walk down here and up here. And we're gonna make this a long walk as well. So basically we are trying to delay the walking speed of as many enemies as possible, while having this extension over here for trees and such. Because this needs to become our ship's reactor area. So the plan is to build up the defense right here, seclude this area, and then build a little mini maze to extend the walk time of our enemies. And then we shall start building our ship, and then we either leave this place or we die trying. That's what we are. And then on the next playthrough we are updating this mod pack by a ton, and that's our current plan. So thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 19 of A Journey to the Stars. We're gonna continue tomorrow. This is going to be a RimWorld week, so to speak. And tomorrow we'll hopefully do the plan that we set out to do. But as you guys know, Randy Random can be quite unpredictable. That's kind of in the name of random, right? So let's see. Until tomorrow, if you want to come into the chat, if you want to become a Pokemon, if you want to be protected from scammers and from spammers, come on over here. I can teach you how to do it. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.